Just move it up like really high. Oh, not overcompensated.
Oh, hi everyone. You know, there's, I think in everyone's life there's a few special moments, you know, nothing terribly dramatic or active, just special times. And this has been one of them for me, it really has. It's just been one of those really magic times. The three such talented, fine musicians as this, you know, the eucalypts in the background there just ghostly greying away, and there's the light fading behind them, and yeah, what a magic time. And when the history of this movement is written, there'll be a whole lot of people will be recognised, acknowledged in that, but no more so than these three men here tonight. They're great cultural ambassadors for our movement. They're here tonight singing about, you know, the resilience of the human spirit and the preparedness of people to defend their communities against the forces of destruction and oppression. And what resonates with me is the third thing that they've been singing about tonight, which is the sense of place and the love of the land. And I think those three things are what really characterise the whole movement that has grown up just so incredibly quickly over the last 3 years, and which has taken on the forces of destruction, especially with coal and coal seam gas. And you know, I'm a historian by training, actually. I don't get that around too much, but one of the things that's always got me about historic moments is that the people who are in them usually never realised that they were in a historic moment. They just thought they were in a trench or in a room, or, you know, in a meeting hall or something, and it was just boring, or it was hard work, or, you know, it was it wasn't something that was particularly special. And it was only a few years later that they realised how incredibly special that was, and how important it was that they were there doing what they were doing. And I think that that's what people like us have to remember when we're in places like this, that it seems like, you know, it's just a little thing. There's only 25 of us, or however many. I know that Paul Robert was mentioning that there were thousands of us in the audience, but really there's only 25 or so here. And it sometimes seems, you know, and especially if it's a 42-degree day, it really is hard work, and it's is it making a difference? Well, let me assure you, this is making a difference. What we are doing is historic. It's never been seen before in this country, and it is going to make a massive difference. We're at a turning point in our society, as in fact are many other countries around the world. Do we actually go down a path of destruction, which is what the fossil fuel industry is now trying to tell us that we need to do? Or do we find a more sustainable path? And it's only by mobilising communities, it's only by finding the courage that's within all of us, but, you know, some of us have to go out the front there and persuade others that this is the path that needs to be taken on, to take on those greedy people who don't care about this country, that they're prepared to see this country and the communities that make it up as collateral damage in their greedy pursuit of wealth and power. And it's only us, by our, you know, little actions like here today, that are going to turn that around. And I think we're already seeing that in many parts of this state and in many parts of the country, that those efforts are bearing fruit, and that a mass movement is developing, and that people are developing the courage to take them on because they're seeing other people do it, and they're seeing the success that's coming from that. Now, as I was driving here from Brisbane, got here this morning actually, every time I stopped, I decided I would tweet, and I tweeted about the people that I knew in Queensland who were part of what I call the CSG cabal. They're the people who, by one means or another, foisted this industry on the people of Queensland. You know, there's people like the Coordinator General, or Leo Zazzino up there in the port of Gladstone, who's turning his beautiful harbour into the most polluted part of this continent, all for the sake of coal seam gas. And various other people. Snouts looking for a trough. And all these greedy little snouts found the CSG, or in especially here in New South Wales, the coal trough to put their snouts into. And what we find here on Australia Day, and I found myself in Brisbane thinking, well, you know, the radio's telling me that I should be having a beer and a barbie on Australia Day, because that's what Australians do. And I thought to myself, well, I'm not 100% fit and I'm not terribly healthy, but I can't think of a better place to be on Australia Day than not sitting around a barbie and drinking beer, and certainly not out there trying to put my snout into the whatever local trough there might happen to be, but with Australians who are bravely trying to defend their country. And that's you people out here. And I thank you for being here. I thank you for doing the job that you're doing, and I'm very honoured to be here with you tonight. Thanks very much.